The purpose of this video today is to give you some examples and some information when and if you are a specialist dentist. There is considerable misinformation out there about being a specialist dentist and the areas you should be putting focus on in terms of your advertising, promotion, and public relations. I know that we can all agree that the difference between a specialist dentist and a general dentist in terms of the services and the level of services delivered and the prospective potential public that are going to sign up with you as patients are going to discover you and look for you and search for you based on different data and different methods. Traditionally and generally speaking, we know that the specialist is mostly a referral-based. For example, the general dentist is going to look at a situation and say, I think you should see this specialist for this specific thing. So the difference between now and present, the difference between now and the other methods of the past, is that we've introduced the Google search engine, we've introduced other online outlets and ways for that public consumer to research. So the instant, in modern cases, the instant that somebody gets a referral or a name, there's a very high statistical likeliness, and we know this from our own research and surveys, that end consumer is going to go out, talk to people, ask about the name, ask if anyone knows, and particularly search online. So what we're looking at today is search results for maxillofacial surgeons in Houston, Texas. This is the search town we picked today. And as you can see what comes up here, this obviously is a lion's share of promotion right here. And this, by the way, is not a paid position in Google. This is a Google My Business page listing data. And so we can see what comes up here. And let's go to Periodontist. Just to further give some details on that point. Again, these ADs are paid advertisements up here, but we can see that there's 323 reviews here, 189 here, meaning the sequence of the dental practice is not strictly based on the number of reviews that you have. Even down here, this doctor has no reviews, and we've got 153 down here, 40, 68, 123, right? So these vary all over the place, and it's just worth noting that reviews is just one of many hundreds of intricate details that Google calculates in its algorithm to determine a search rank. But reviews are also public relations related. They're not just Google related, they're public relations related, meaning that people are going to look for you and read these, and they are important to you. Let's go to Endodontist here. Again, we're in Houston, Texas. Okay, and we see here, we've got search results here. And again, this is referred to as a 3-pack here. Each one of these is considered a 3-pack. And in this very specific search result, because it is a very specialized type search, they're just getting great positioning here. And we could break this down to, we could just change this to dentist. We want to think of the things. These are things that other people are going to search more likely thinking with, a dentist. And I know this from experience, but, studies we've done, the end user, the end consumer, the person who's going to be out looking for these types of, practitioners is always thinking with dentists. It's just a phrase that the common user thinks of. It's not, when you're talking between dentist to dentist and specialties and everything else, it's very specific. But the broader you get out into the general public, the less of the technical details the Endo searching individual is going to be thinking about. So when we talk about referrals and dentists and things like that, it is important that you do work on your reviews, you do work on your Google information, you do make sure that you're following Google policies. You don't want to be doing any funny business, any things that are going to get you penalized in Google because they are particular about that. And your ultimate goal is to serve that end user, that consumer who's out looking for these types of services, particularly when they get a referral, they get a name specifically, and they're out searching, and you're coming up under these results. You want to be visible and have that exposure that you deserve, for the great work that you do. And see this 429 reviews here. So again, my point on the reviews is they're all over. You're going to see them mixed up depending on the search, depending on time of day, depending on where this person's searching from, what they're typing, how they're spelling everything. There's so many factors that come into play, not to mention all the other Google algorithm mathematics that come into play, the hundreds of different details that they're using to calculate and serve up these results. So I'll end this with the tip. It doesn't matter what specialty field you're in, your online presence is extremely important, and you should ensure that your information is correct and you are following the guidelines of Google and other online profiles very clearly and well to ensure maximum results for you. Not to mention your basic search engine optimization, which is all part of that, many of those hundreds of metrics that Google takes into consideration in all of the ranks that we see every single day. So Jason Wydro here with Golden Dental Marketing. Thank you for watching. You have a great day.